Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be very exciting for coin collectors and treasure hunters. We are looking at the top 4 most valuable United Kingdom £1 coins that could still be hiding in old collections, drawers, or coin jars. The British £1 coin has been issued in many different designs and years, and some versions have become quite valuable due to low mintages, special designs, and collector demand. In this video, we'll explore rare pound coins from different years, discuss their unique features, mint marks, and condition differences, and reveal how much they can sell for in today's collector market. Let's get started. First up, the 1995 United Kingdom £1 coin. At first glance, this coin may look like a normal piece of everyday currency, but for collectors, it represents a fascinating part of British coin history. In this video, we'll look at the story behind the coin, its design, unique features, rarity, and how much it could sell for in auctions today in US dollars. If you enjoy coin collecting or checking your pocket change for hidden treasures, stay with us until the end because this coin might surprise you. The 1995 UK £1 coin was part of the original round pound series that circulated in the United Kingdom from 1983 until it was replaced by the modern 12-sided pound coin in 2017. These earlier pound coins featured different regional designs representing nations of the United Kingdom. The 1995 issue specifically represents Wales, and its reverse design features the iconic Welsh dragon, a powerful national symbol. The coin was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, and the portrait used on the front side was designed by Raphael McLouf, which appeared on British coins from 1985 to 1997. In total, around 34.5 million coins were minted in 1995, meaning it was widely circulated throughout the UK, because millions were produced. Most examples were used heavily in everyday transactions, which is why finding well-preserved examples today can be interesting for collectors. The 1995 £1 coin has several design and technical features that make it distinctive. The coin is made from nickel brass, giving it a golden appearance. It weighs about 9.5 grams and measures approximately 22.5 millimeters in diameter, with a thickness of around 3.15 millimeters. On the obverse, you will see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II with the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse side shows the famous Welsh dragon, a symbol of Wales. Around the edge of the coin is a Welsh inscription reading Pleidio all wyf I'm gwlad, which translates to True am I to my country. These design elements make the coin visually striking and historically meaningful. Despite the large number minted, the 1995 £1 coin still attracts collectors, especially those building a complete set of the old round pound series. However, in damaged or heavily circulated condition, the coin is generally considered common. Most circulated examples were used for years before being withdrawn when the new pound coin was introduced in 2017. Collectors are usually more interested in coins that are well preserved, uncirculated, or have unusual minting errors. Error coins, such as off-center strikes, misprints, or unusual die variations can dramatically increase the value. Another reason collectors search for these coins is historical interest. The round pound coin series became famous partly because many counterfeit versions circulated in the UK before it was replaced. Now let's talk about the value. In fine or circulated condition, a 1995 £1 coin is usually worth close to its original face value, roughly $1 to $2, depending on demand among collectors. However, if the coin is in uncirculated or mint condition, collectors may pay higher prices, sometimes around $5 to $15 depending on grading and presentation. Special versions such as proof coins or silver collector editions issued by the Royal Mint can be worth much more, especially if they remain in original packaging. And of course, if a rare minting error is discovered on a £1,995 coin, its value at auction could rise significantly. If you are searching for a valuable 1995 £1 coin, here are some important tips. First, always check the condition of the coin. Coins with minimal scratches, strong details, and original shine are usually worth more. Second, examine the edge inscription carefully. Any unusual errors or missing letters could increase the value. Third, avoid cleaning your coin. Cleaning can damage the surface and actually reduce its collector value. Finally, if you believe you have a rare version or error coin, consider having it graded by a professional coin grading service before selling it. To sum up, the 1995 United Kingdom £1 coin is an interesting piece of British numismatic history. While most examples are common and worth only a small amount above face value, the coin still attracts collectors because of its Welsh dragon design and its role in the original round pound coin series. For collectors, the real value comes from coins in excellent condition or rare minting errors that can appear in circulation. So next time you look through old coins or inherited collections, keep an eye out for the £1,995 coin. You never know when a small piece of chance. Next up, the 1984 United Kingdom £1 coin. Many people have found this coin in old collections, piggy banks, or inherited coin jars and wondered whether it might be valuable. Could a simple £1 coin from the 1980s actually be worth real money today? In this video, we'll examine the history of the coin, its design features, collector demand, and most importantly its potential auction value in US dollars. If you have one of these coins in circulated or even damaged condition, you might be curious whether it's just spare change or a collectible item worth saving. The £1 coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1983 to replace the £1 banknote, which wore out quickly in circulation. The 1984 coin represents the second year of issue in the original round £1 coin series produced by the Royal Mint. This new coin became widely used throughout the United Kingdom and quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in British currency. The Royal Mint produced a very large number of these coins. In fact, more than 146 million 1984 £1 coins were minted, meaning they were widely circulated across the country. Because of this high production number, most £1,984 coins are considered common. However, collectors still find them interesting due to their historical significance and the fact that the original round pound coins were eventually replaced by the modern 12-sided pound coin in 2017. The 1984 £1 coin has several distinctive features that make it easy to recognize. The obverse side of the coin displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was widely used on British coins during that era and is familiar to many collectors. On the reverse side, the coin features the Scottish thistle design, representing Scotland. This design was created by Leslie Dubin and symbolizes one of the heraldic emblems of the United Kingdom. The coin itself is made from nickel brass, giving it a golden color similar to modern pound coins. It weighs about 9.5 grams and measures roughly 22.5 millimeters in diameter. Another interesting detail is the edge inscription, which reads the Latin motto Nemo me impune laces sit, meaning no one attacks me with impunity. This traditional Scottish motto adds historical depth to the coin's design and symbolism. Because millions of these coins were minted and circulated heavily, most examples today show wear, scratches, or discoloration. Coins in circulated or damaged condition are extremely common. For that reason, collectors usually do not consider them rare unless they have unusual characteristics such as minting errors, proof versions, or exceptional preservation. A standard circulated 1984 £1 coin is generally worth close to its original face value because collectors can easily find them. However, the situation changes when a coin has special qualities. For example, coins with striking errors, unusual die variations, or exceptionally sharp details may attract the attention of collectors and sell for higher prices at auctions or online marketplaces. Oh, how much is a circulated 1984 United Kingdom £1 coin actually worth today? According to coin price guides and collector marketplaces, most circulated examples are valued at roughly $1.50 to about $2 depending on condition. Coins that remain in uncirculated condition or come from special collector sets can sell for significantly more, sometimes $10 to $100 or higher, especially if graded professionally or preserved perfectly. Rare error coins can occasionally reach even higher prices depending on demand. However, it is important to understand that many listings on auction websites may show extremely high prices, but the real value depends on what buyers are willing to pay. Serious collectors typically rely on verified auction results rather than listing prices alone. If you have a 1984 £1 coin and want to know whether it might be valuable, here are a few tips. First, carefully inspect the coin's condition. Coins with minimal wear and sharp details are always more desirable to collectors. Second, check for unusual features or minting errors such as double strikes, missing details, or misaligned designs. These rare variations can dramatically increase the value of a coin. Third, consider storing the coin properly. Keeping coins in protective holders or albums can prevent scratches and corrosion, preserving their value over time. Finally, if you believe your coin might be rare, it may be worth getting it evaluated by a professional coin dealer or submitting it for grading through a reputable coin grading service. The 1984 United Kingdom £1 coin is a fascinating piece of modern British numismatic history. While most circulated examples are quite common and worth only a small amount above face value, the coin still holds interest for collectors because of its design, historical context, and connection to the early years of the pound coin series. For collectors and coin enthusiasts, the real excitement comes from carefully examining each coin for rare variations or exceptional condition. Even though most £1,984 coins may only be worth a few dollars, the possibility of discovering a rare error or pristine example keeps collectors searching through their spare change. Next up, the 1983 United Kingdom £1 coin. Many people still have this coin stored away in drawers, old wallets, or coin collections, and some wonder if it could be worth more than its face value today. In this video, we will look at the history of the coin, its design features, its rarity, collector demand even in damaged condition, and the approximate auction market value in US dollars. By the end of the video, you'll know whether that old 1983 £1 coin could be a hidden collectible or simply an interesting piece of everyday currency history. The 1983 £1 coin is historically important because it was the very first £1 coin issued for circulation in the United Kingdom. It was introduced by the Royal Mint in April 1983, replacing the £1 banknote, which had a short lifespan in circulation. Banknotes typically lasted only about 9 months, while coins could last for decades, making coins more cost-effective for everyday transactions. The coin featured the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin, which appeared on British coins from the late 1960s to the early 1980s. On the reverse, the coin displayed the royal coat of arms of the United Kingdom, symbolizing the unity of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. This coin was minted in extremely large numbers. More than 443 million coins were produced for circulation. Because of this very high mintage, the £1,983 coin is generally not considered rare in ordinary circulated condition. However, being the first year of the round pound series still makes it historically interesting to coin collectors around the world. The 1983 £1 coin has several distinctive design features that make it easy to recognize. The coin is made from nickel brass and contains approximately 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, and 5.5% nickel, giving it its characteristic golden color. The coin weighs about 9.5 grams, has a diameter of 22.5 millimeters, and features a milled edge with the Latin inscription Decus et Tutamen, which means an ornament and a safeguard. This phrase was traditionally used to prevent people from shaving metal from the edges of coins. On the reverse side, the detailed royal arms design includes symbols of the 4 nations of the United Kingdom, including the lion and unicorn supporters and the royal motto. The design was created by British engraver Eric Sewell and became one of the most recognizable images on British currency during the 1980s and 1990s. When discussing coin value, rarity plays a major role. Although the 1983 £1 coin has historical importance, its extremely high mintage means it is not considered a rare coin in circulated condition. Millions of these coins were used in everyday transactions for decades before the old round pound was withdrawn from circulation in 2017. Because of this large supply, collectors typically look for coins in excellent or uncirculated condition rather than worn examples. Coins that are scratched, dirty, or heavily circulated usually have minimal collector demand. However, there are a few exceptions. If a 1983 £1 coin has minting errors, unusual edge lettering, or striking mistakes, collectors may pay significantly more. Rare error coins can sometimes attract high bids at auctions, especially if the error is dramatic and verified by professional grading services. Now let's talk about the value. In most cases, a 1983 £1 coin in circulated or good condition sells for roughly £1 to £2, which equals approximately $1.25 to $2.50 US dollars in today's market. Coins in uncirculated condition can sell for £2 to £6, or about $3 to $8, depending on demand and presentation. Some proof versions or collector editions produced in limited numbers may sell for around £50 or more, which is about $60 or higher in the collector market. Although most ordinary examples are not extremely valuable, rare mint error varieties could potentially reach much higher auction prices if authenticated and sold through professional coin auctions. If you have a 1983 £1 coin and want to know whether it might be collectible, there are a few simple tips to follow. First, carefully examine the condition of the coin. Coins with sharp details, minimal scratches, and original luster are always more desirable to collectors. Second, check for unusual features such as misaligned strikes, incorrect edge lettering, or other minting errors. These mistakes can significantly increase the value of an otherwise common coin. Third, store your coins properly. Using protective holders or coin capsules can prevent scratches, corrosion, and environmental damage. Finally, if you believe you have a rare variety or error coin, consider having it evaluated by a professional coin dealer or grading service before selling it. In conclusion, the 1983 United Kingdom £1 coin is an important piece of British monetary history because it marked the beginning of the famous round pound coin series. While the coin is historically significant, its extremely large mintage means that most examples in circulated condition are worth only a small amount above face value. However, collectors still appreciate this coin for its iconic royal arms design and its place as the first modern pound coin issued in the United Kingdom. Rare error versions or pristine uncirculated examples can attract higher prices at auctions, making it worthwhile to check any old coins you might have saved. Next up, the United Kingdom £1 coin 1991. Many people still have these coins stored in jars, drawers, or old collections, but very few realize that some of them can attract attention from collectors. In this video, We'll take a closer look at the history, unique design, rarity, and auction market value of the 1991 £1 coin. We'll also discuss how much this coin could be worth today in US dollars, especially if it is in fine condition or even damaged. If you enjoy coin collecting or want to know whether your spare change could be valuable, then keep watching. The British £1 coin was first introduced in 1983 to replace the paper £1 banknote. The goal was to create a more durable currency because coins last much longer than banknotes. The 1991 version of the coin was issued during the reign of Elizabeth II, whose portrait appears on the front of the coin. The 1991 design belongs to a series that celebrated the nations of the United Kingdom. This particular coin represents Northern Ireland. On the reverse side, it features a flax plant with a royal coronet, symbolizing Northern Ireland's traditional linen industry. The design was created by Leslie Dubin, while the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II was designed by Raphael McLouf. Approximately 38 million coins were minted in 1991, meaning it was produced in large numbers for circulation across the United Kingdom. The 1991 UK £1 coin has several interesting physical characteristics that collectors often examine carefully. The coin is made of nickel brass, giving it a golden appearance. It weighs about 9.5 grams and measures roughly 22.5 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse side, you will see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II along with the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD. This Latin abbreviation means Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse side displays the flax plant design beneath a royal crown, symbolizing Northern Ireland. Around the edge of the coin, you will find the Latin phrase Decus et Tutamen, which translates to an ornament and a safeguard. These artistic and symbolic details make the coin attractive to collectors who appreciate historical and cultural designs. Although the 1991 £1 coin had a relatively high mintage, collectors still search for specific varieties, especially coins with minting errors or unusual conditions. For example, coins with misaligned strikes, unusual edges, or double stamping can sometimes become much more valuable than standard examples. However, in damaged or heavily circulated condition, most £1,991 coins are not considered rare. Because millions were produced, collectors usually prefer coins that are in better condition, such as extremely fine or uncirculated. Still, even worn coins may hold small collectible value because the original round pound coins were withdrawn from circulation in 2017 when the United Kingdom introduced a new 12-sided pound coin. As a result, many collectors now keep the old round pound coins as part of historical collections. So how much is a 1991 United Kingdom £1 coin worth today? If the coin is in circulated or fine condition, its value is usually close to its original face value. On collector markets, such coins may sell for about $1 to $5 depending on the demand and condition. Some collectors might pay slightly more for a cleaner example. Coins in uncirculated condition or with brilliant surfaces can sell for $5 to $20 or more to collectors who want high-grade pieces. Occasionally, unusual listings appear online where sellers ask for hundreds of dollars, especially if they believe their coin has a rare error or unique feature. For example, some listings have advertised similar coins for several £100s on auction platforms, though actual selling prices vary widely depending on buyer interest. In general, the most valuable examples are coins that combine excellent condition with rare minting errors. If you are interested in collecting or selling a 1991 UK £1 coin, here are a few helpful tips. First, always examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for unusual details such as off-center strikes, extra metal, or edge lettering errors. These small details can sometimes increase a coin's value. Second, try to preserve the coin's condition. Avoid cleaning it with chemicals or polishing it, because collectors usually prefer coins with their natural surfaces intact. Third, compare your coin with verified examples from reputable coin catalogs or auction websites. This will help you determine whether your coin is common or potentially rare. Finally, if you believe you have a valuable coin, consider getting it evaluated by a professional coin dealer or grading service. To summarize, the 1991 United Kingdom £1 coin is a fascinating piece of British currency history. Featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the symbolic flax plant representing Northern Ireland, it reflects both artistic design and national heritage. Although millions were minted, collectors still appreciate these coins, especially in higher grades or with unusual minting errors. Most £1,991 coins in fine condition are worth only a few dollars today, but rare variations or exceptional examples can sometimes attract higher auction prices. So before you spend that old coin or ignore it in your collection, take a closer look. You might just have an interesting collectible in your hands. And that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1991 UK £1 coin, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin collectors. You never know what hidden treasure might be sitting in your pocket chain.